to bring this meeting of the Kankakee County ZBA to order. And we're going to start with, I'm going to read the first case, case number 20-0.
Hold on, Gene. Roll call.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry about that. That's right.
All right, call to order, roll call. Mr. Rademacher.
Here.
Mr. DeYoung.
Here.
Ms. Scanlon.
Here.
Mr. O'Connor. Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Sawyer. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Okay, first case, that says case number 20-02. Wait for that to go by. Request for a rezoning from A1 to RE and variance to section 121-286C1 driveway intervals on a parcel generally situated in section 21 of Yellowhead Township. The petitioners are Harry and Deborah Stenhouse, property owners, and Jason and Sarah Stenhouse, applicants. Have all the mailings and publications in order?
They are.
They are, okay. And at this time, you're gonna be the, okay.
Will both of you be testifying?
Okay.
We need them sworn in.
And can be sworn in?
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay. Does the board have pleasure for the reading of the legals?
I make a motion to waive the reading of the legals.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay, if you would state anything you'd like to say about your case.
Yeah, we've been living on that parcel there. I don't know if you guys can zoom in, but there's a brown house there that my parents live in, and we have been in that little aluminum can behind it for quite a few years, and it is literally falling apart from underneath us. We're looking to split that little red square off, that 4-acre parcel, and so that we can build there. And we need the variance because we can clear the neighbor's driveway and my parents' driveway by 100 feet, but it's within that 330 feet requirement. So in order to build there, we would need to have that variance. And we want to stay there as opposed to somewhere else because my parents are aging, and every year it seems like they get just another year older. My dad has a heart and feet that won't let him do quite as much as he used to be able to do, and it has just been very good for us to be able to be on hand to help take care of the place. So, is that about it?
And obviously, and you'd like, because you're gonna build, you'd like to rezone it from A1 to RE.
Yes, yeah, it's under the, I guess, 6. Some of those requirements were very confusing to me, but that's what we need, I think. So
Okay.
I can explain that if you'd like. The property, it's a 24-acre parcel. The full-size parcel that the parents own, it's zoned A1 agriculture, and the minimum lot size for a home in that district is 20 acres, which it has that.
Right.
When they divide the 4 acres off, the larger parcel will still be 20 acres and would meet the requirements of the ordinance, but the 4-acre parcel will not.
Right.
So that has to be rezoned to rural estate, which allows parcels 1 acre or larger in the rural area. And the driveway variance, county ordinance allows for 1 driveway for every 330 feet of lot frontage.
Yeah.
And the parent's driveway, I believe, is the one is already the driveway within that 330.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jason has arrived.
Yes.
Okay. I think we already started, Jason, but I think you feel okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I've already read the case, and you know what it is. And so does the board have any questions concerning to the applicants?
I do have one.
Okay.
For the driveway, is it, why not use the same driveway that serves the other home?
I would have loved to have split the driveway, but my understanding is that that is not legal.
Not that it's not legal. The county, as a policy, does not permit shared driveways.
Does not permit shared
And
driveways.
in order to do that, there is a process to go through to establish an easement for a driveway, because obviously two separate parcels sharing a driveway would require an easement in case the owners don't get along and they can't block each other's access later. That's a long and difficult process. While possible, probably not the best route to
Okay.
take.
In the distant future, if it should ever, one or the other should ever be rented out, it would be rock, paper, scissors, who has to plow or something like that, so.
Yeah, okay.
Those things work out really well when everybody gets along, but they fall apart quickly when they don't.
Good question, because I had the same thought. Okay. So, anybody else on the board have any questions?
Just curious, what's the current status of the second home that's there now, and what's the future status of that one gonna be?
Well, the second home that we're in right now, God willing, will be disassembled, and we're more than happy to help them with that. It will not be staying in place. I can't imagine it's falling apart, so.
Okay.
So the net result is you have two houses on 24 acres now, and you'll still have two houses after this is done.
Yeah, the new one and the existing house. No trailer.
Okay.
And just for the record, you guys will go through and get a standard building permit, standard well, standard septic, and go through that entire process. Okay, just so we have that on record.
Another good question. Okay. Anybody else on the board have any questions? If not, we would normally.
I would go to public comment and just make a mention that we have a public comment.
Okay. As Delbert said, we normally would open this up for public comment, seeing as if there isn't anyone here from the public to comment, we will bypass that one. So, we'll close that. Yeah, usually I'd give the petitioners an opportunity to respond, but they don't need any. So board have any further questions about this? No?
None.
And normally at this time, we would, is there any reason that anybody feels we should go over the findings of fact? No?
No.
No?
Not in
Okay.
my, no.
Okay. So therefore,
Do we have to make a motion not to, or not?
yes.
I would like to see a motion separate on the findings versus recommendation.
Okay. So I make a motion to accept the findings of the facts.
Second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. So therefore, now,
Yep, I'll go ahead and make a motion that we approve the request for rezoning from A1 to RE, as well as the variance to section 121-286C1 driveway intervals on the parcel generally situated in section 21 of Yellowhead Township.
is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Mark, okay.
And that'll be a roll call vote. Okay. Ms. Scanlon,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Rademacher,
Yes.
Mr. DeYoung,
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor.
Yes.
Okay. Motion carries. This is recommended for approval. It'll go before Planning and Zoning Committee on June 17th at 9 a.m. I believe that'll be a Zoom meeting, so we'll get details on how you can watch that out to you, okay?
Okay,
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We're gonna take a moment and wipe down that area before the next ones come up.
Makes me feel so dirty.
All set? Okay, our second, our second case is case 20-03, request for a rezoning from A1 to A2 on a parcel generally situated in section 18 of Yellowhead Township. The petitioners are Michael and Ann Wyatt, and property owners are the property owners, and Zachary Barton, the applicant. So whoever's gonna speak, could you get sworn in, please?
Please raise your right hand. You solemnly affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
And the mailings and publications are in order here also?
They are.
Okay, thank you. What's the board's pleasure regarding the?
I move that we waive the reading of the reading of the legals.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, would you like to state why you're here?
I'd like to rezone from A1 to A2 so that we can build a home on that 10-acre parcel. It used to be 20. They sold off 10 of it. I couldn't tell you how long ago. As of right now, it is pretty much just a vacant field. Not a whole lot going on there. Pretty much all just tall weeds. Pretty much it.
Okay. Does the board have any questions for the applicant?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
First of all, on your first response there to the findings of facts, and you stated the land is marginal. I mean, what information do you have that says it's marginal and not
So-
farmland?
There's a waterway in the front there. That's gonna need a culvert for the driveway to go over it. The whole, the northeast corner is all basically non-plantable. It always stays wet back there because all the fields around it pretty much drain to that spot. As far as doing the little triangle in the northwest corner, you basically have to go off of the property to keep planting because you can't drive right through that little waterway because it's kind of deep there. More of a hassle to plant just the little 10 acres, I believe, than it's really worth for a big farming operation. The neighbor across the street I happen to know very well, and he plans on, farming probably almost 90% of it and just have a little yard around the house, and that's pretty much it. So it's gonna stay mostly more farmland than it is now because it hasn't been planted the last 3 years. And then as far as the sightliness of it to the neighbors, there's a very nice house across the street. There's another one there that isn't in the picture. It's an eyesore the way it sits currently. So we plan on putting up a house that will fit right in out there, basically a farmhouse style, and back off the road to where it's not really going to disturb anybody or anything,
Okay. Anybody else have any questions?
Just have a clarification. So it's not currently being farmed,
No.
but you have someone lined up to farm it now.
Yes.
So it'll actually improve.
Correct. I actually already got the culvert permit, got the culvert put in. That way that's
Okay.
all done and ready to go just in case this does go through. Kind of wanted to start moving forward before summer's over, and the virus had a lot to do with stopping that, obviously, but so
Yeah.
itching to get going. Regardless, it needed an access for the farmers because they just put so much dirt in there and it was stopping up a lot of the water, so I got all that out. The culvert's done and approved already,
Okay.
so
They've done some improvements already.
yeah.
Okay. Good.
Any others? No?
My initial, looking at that picture, I guess my concern was that waterway that I saw there. It looks like the water moves east to west, is that right? So
A lot of it comes from the field on the east, and it goes pretty much right down the property line, and then it cuts south and goes into that waterway. That's why we're gonna put maybe 2-3 culverts wide for our driveway, and if not, dig it out more so it flows even better.
Okay. I was concerned, just wanted to make sure water wasn't held back from the farm
No,
property around, but it sounds like you addressed that.
Correct.
You understand the culvert.
Yep, and
Keep it open.
the ditch culvert was so full of water, it used to swamp up there, but that all flows now to the same spot.
Another good question. Any other questions from the board?
Yes.
Okay.
Could I maybe ask, Delbert, the NRI, was done on this, is that correct?
Yes,
And what did it state for, as far, just for the record, as far as whether it's suitable or not suitable for building?
okay, well, the NRI, we have a letter of no objection from the Soil and Water Conservation Service. The LISA score came out at 197.7, which I believe is a moderate score for preservation.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I guess I have one question.
Okay. Yep.
Is there any potential for purchasing the additional 10 acres to make it a 20-acre parcel and then comply with the, kind of what's in that area? It looks like that up to the north would be another 20, that's a 20-acre parcel, I believe, up there.
Yeah, that's family members, I believe, of the one that's north of it, and they farm that for their animals. So they wanted to buy just the 10 back when, so that's why they sold off just 10 of it.
Okay.
Good. Okay, if there are no further questions, Delbert, was there anybody, the public ever called?
We have no public comment on this one either.
No public comment, okay. Okay, if that's the case, does the board have any particular reasons for finding of facts?
I move to accept the finding of the facts. It sounds like he's already improved the property, so, or they have, so I move to accept the findings of the facts.
Have a second?
I would second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passed, okay. What does the board's pleasure in the case?
I make a motion to approve the variance for
Not a variance.
Rezoning.
the rezoning, I'm sorry, for the, from A1 to A2 on a parcel generally situated in section 18 of Yellowhead Township.
We have a motion, have a second,
Second.
and all in favor?
Roll call.
Oh, roll call.
Roll call vote. Mr. DeYoung,
Yes.
Ms. Scanlon,
Yes.
Mr. Rademacher,
Yes.
Mr. O'Connor,
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries. This will also be before PZA on June 17th at 9 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Delbert, is any other business?
I have no business for you. We have no other cases outstanding at this time, so.
Anybody else have anything? Not? Anybody want to adjourn?
Yep. I move to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Second.
Got a lot of seconds.